The Yellowstone saga ends with the upcoming season hitting the TV screens in November 2024. Okay, the show's premature ending is already annoying, regardless of whether they can pull off a great finale or not. However, if they can manage to wrap the series up in a satisfactory way, it seems like the entire franchise will even get better with a brand new show following up Yellowstone. The new show's name is The Madison, and yes, it will have one of the craziest plots that we have ever seen in the Yellowstone universe so far. You may remember that last year, the show executives revealed that the original series would wrap up in November 2024. Now, we know that as soon as that ends, The Madison will take the scene. At first, the project was titled 2024, but it seems like Taylor Sheridan realized that naming every show with their specific year does not work when you keep postponing the release date. So now we have a new title, The Madison, which does not say a lot but still sounds promising. The Madison will be the first actual sequel in the franchise, which has mostly focused on prequels and spin-offs so far. We watched the Duttons' journey from Tennessee to Montana in 1883. We watched the family struggle to keep its ranch in the age of economic disasters and droughts in 1923. Now, all these shows were focusing on the Duttons. However, in The Madison, we will focus on another family for once. According to Paramount, The Madison will be an emotional journey exploring grief and human connection through the lens of a New York City family in Montana's Madison River Valley. Still, it is likely that this family will be neighboring the Duttons and the Yellowstone Ranch. After all, we can't say goodbye to the Duttons with the Yellowstone finale. It is too soon and we are not ready for it. At least, I know I'm not. Instead, we will potentially witness the Duttons' lives in a post-John world through the eyes of this New York City family. And I believe it will be very interesting to see them from the perspective of an outsider. In terms of the plot, this feels like a reverse 1883. This time, the journey of a new family is from New York to Montana instead of Tennessee. And this time, the moving process will be much quicker but also perhaps more devastating for the family. In 1883, the Duttons were looking for a new hope. In the Madison, the family is likely to look for an escape from the chaos of New York City. So different times, different motivations, different circumstances, but the same end result, the good old Montana. The most exciting thing about The Madison so far is that Michelle Pfeiffer will be leading the series. Paramount's Chris McCarthy had high praise for Michelle Pfeiffer, calling her a remarkable talent who brings emotional depth, authenticity, and grace to every role. He added that Fifer is the perfect lead for this latest installment in the Yellowstone universe. Well, I agree. Pfeiffer's name was previously mentioned for a project in the Yellowstone universe, but honestly, she was mostly overshadowed by other popular names that were rumored to be starring in the hit franchise. Do you think Michelle Pfeiffer will be a successful lead for the new series? Let me know in the comments. Originally, Matthew McConaughey was supposed to star, but due to his high salary demands, the plan seems to be changed for now. The reason why Matthew was thought of as the perfect name to lead the series was that he is originally from Texas, he has a lot of experience in portraying cowboys, and facially looks pretty similar to the rest of the Duttons, so he could pull off being a distant cousin of the Duttons very easily. However, so far, the Yellowstone executives have struggled to meet the middle ground with him when it comes to his monetary demands. Previously, there were also rumors that, despite not being a fan of the idea at first, Taylor Sheridan had to turn his face back to his good old cast members in Yellowstone. Apparently, Sheridan was forced to negotiate with the famous Yellowstone Trio, Kelly Riley, Cole Hauser, and Luke Grimes. The bad thing is, they too demanded a big jump in their salary if they were to participate in The Madison. At the time, it was rumored that this new sequel was going to be a Beth and Rip spinoff, and honestly, it made a lot of sense to me. We already know them, we already love them, and we already want them to inherit the Yellowstone Ranch. It was expected for the plot to revolve around their attempts at modernizing the Yellowstone Ranch while trying to remain loyal to John's values and vision for the ranch, but now it seems like they won't be in the new series, or even if they would be in it, they will be in the side roles for the most part. We will witness their struggles perhaps, but it will not be the same as Yellowstone. We, as the audience, will be reduced to outsiders or even bystanders as we will watch the Duttons through the eyes of Michelle Pfeiffer's new character. Do you think the franchise will lose its charm once the original series comes to an end and we lose our beloved Duttons? Now, when can we expect this new show, The Madison, to hit our screens? Since Yellowstone is still filming and probably will be until September, we'll have to wait a bit longer. Even if the filming starts right after, it'll take at least 3 months to shoot. Then, with post-production added to the timeline, we're probably looking at a release in early 2025, maybe around March. Nevertheless, I'm glad that we finally have a title, a leading actress, and a potential date. Can't wait for the Yellowstone saga to continue with a brand new hit. If you want to see what will happen in yet another Yellowstone show that is about to be released this fall, watch this video.